Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and today's video will be the final Spice video of Season 7 of Pokemon Go Battle League. Season 8 is just around the corner. It's beginning this Monday, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel as I test out the new Pokemon, the new moves, and the newly buffed moves. For today, however, we are in the Kanto Cup checking out some amazingly spicy battles submitted by a fellow content creator, ChillisFM. His team features an OVERHEAT Kanto NINETALES, Shadow OMASTAR, and a Legacy Megahorn Rhydon. So an incredibly spicy team that he manages to go 8-2 with. So without further ado, let's just hop into these battles. Picking up definitely more of a neutral lead here versus a Hypno. Hypno throws after 4 confusions. This is just a punch, so can safely let this go. It is the Thunder Punch and is now going to bail into the Rhydon as the safe swap. If he can get to the Megahorn, this is going to be doing a nice amount of damage. This could be a Shadow Ball. This is going to be doing a lot of damage. Ooh, and it is. Unfortunately, probably cannot get to the Megahorn, so has to go for the Surf. This is not going to be enough to KO, and I believe they can probably just Confusion down here, and they're able to. That is really unfortunate. Definitely wants to wait his switch clock here, and then he's going to come back in with the Kanto Ninetales to farm down and get energy. One nice thing about running Overheat is even in situations where fire is resisted, like this Alolan Marowak matchup, it still does a sizable chunk of damage. And now he's able to bail into the Shadow Shiny OMASTAR. Building up to the Rock Blast. My guess is he's going for the Rock Blast bait, and then the Hydro Pump to secure the KO. Gets the shield. Come on. Big Hydro Pump here. Oh, this is going to be doing so much damage. Come on. Don't shield it. Don't shield it. Yes! It takes it out. The Alolan Marowak comes back in. OMASTAR's energy gain is insane. It's at another Rock Blast, gets the shield, and now he has 2 shields, and all he has to do is get to the Overheat on the Kanto Ninetales, and Kanto Ninetales is going to be able to close out this game. Able to get to the Overheat, and this is going to be bye-bye Alolan Marowak. So even with not a great lead and unfortunately just losing the Rhydon altogether, still able to come back and get the win. Hopping into the next match here, definitely not a great lead, so he is going to safe swap into the softer of his 2 Alolan Graveler counters. Does have to shield that up, and Hypno comes in, deciding to go for the bait. Unfortunately, a Confusion sneaks through. That is not ideal. And deciding to go for a Rock Blast, so opting to try and go for 2 Rock Blasts as opposed to 1 Hydro Pump. Can he get there? Oh, just able to get there. So nice call. Unfortunately, this is not going to take out the Hypno, but at the very least, it is going to be able to get it low. My guess is he's probably going to come in with the Kanto Ninetales just to soak damage, and then you aggressively swap in the Rhydon just to get ahead on energy. Aggressive swap in with the Rhydon. Oh, they still get to a charge move. Really depends what they have as a punch. It's a Thunder Punch that does absolutely nothing. Alright, so Rhydon absolutely walls Alolan Graveler, and they're taking a while thinking what they should come in with. Oh no, they're double weak to Rhydon. Rhydon is going to absolutely body this back line. Surf comes through, that does huge damage. Oh no, Alolan Graveler just gets farmed down. Oh man, Rhydon going crazy and able to take the win. Hopping to the next match here, and this is definitely a tough matchup. As you can see, safe swapping into the OMASTAR. Unfortunately, OMASTAR is going to be taking heavy neutral damage from that Surf, and again, they're bailing into the Hypno. Going for the Hydro Pump. I'm so curious to see how much this does. Oh, that does huge damage and almost takes out the Hypno. You've got to be kidding me. That is insane damage for a neutral charge move. He's going to come in with the Rhydon here, and it's a Thunder Punch that does absolutely nothing. Nice little bit of lag there. Shout out to Niantic. And they have a Wigglytuff, and now he's really safe to bring in this Kanto Ninetales, and Kanto Ninetales should be in a pretty good spot to close endgame. Able to get the shield, Lapras comes out, but with a shield advantage, Kanto Ninetales can actually do okay in this matchup. You really just need to land the Overheat. Going for the bait. Alright, we really need a shield here. Oh, and they call it. That is unfortunate. But he is going to be able to apply a lot of pressure with Weather Balls. At the very least, able to get the shield, which is nice. Able to get off another Weather Ball. This is big. And now it's just going to be a race to see if he is able to get to the Weather Ball. And the opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. So already we've had 3 battles, one of which OMASTAR balled out, one of which the Ninetales balled out, and one of which the Rhydon balled out. So already off to a strong start. Another Lapras lead, really rough, and they bring out the Wigglytuff. Again, going for the strategy of throwing the Rock Blast bait, then trying to land the Hydro Pump nuke, but they let it go. Oh, that is so unfortunate. It worked the first time, unfortunately not as well the second time. And just can't get to the second Rock Blast. So now he doesn't have Switch and doesn't have a shield advantage, so he's in a really tough spot here. The Shadow Lapras comes in, going for the big overheat here. Oh, and it's shielded, no. Rhydon comes in, and unfortunately this is very much looking like a good game, as Ice Shards are absolutely tearing through this Rhydon. Does get the shield, which is nice, but this Lapras has so much energy that this is looking very, very rough. Surf there, and able to get off a Weather Ball, so this is going to be able to take out the Lapras, but they have a whole other Pokemon left in the back. We'll have to see what it is. Alolan Marowak, and my guess is he's probably going to be top lefting here. So unfortunately, again, a really tough lead in Lapras, not quite able to come back from it that time. Now this is a better lead here with the Alolan Muck. So long as the Alolan Muck does not sneak a Snarl through, then you're in a pretty good spot. Catches onto the Shadow OMASTAR. Oh, that does huge damage. They bring out a Wigglytuff, and he can't get to the Rock Blast. This is unfortunate, but since he's baited out the Wigglytuff, this is a really good matchup for the Kanto Ninetales to come back in and overload on energy. It's going to be able to go for the Weather Ball here, which is going to be doing a nice chunk of damage. My guess is he's going to farm up even more before throwing. Unfortunately, the Wigglytuff does get to a charge move, so he is going to have to commit a shield. But my guess is he's probably going to farm up to 100. And, oh, he farms up to 100 and switches out. I like that. There's a ton of banked energy now. Come on. Mega Horn. Oh, he baits. Okay, he baits. All right, please shield here. Okay, gets the shield. Come on. Show me the Mega. Oh, he's not going to get to the Mega Horn. Oh, that is unfortunate. Not able to get to the Mega Horn, but able to get both shields. And when shields are down, Kanto Ninetales goes absolutely crazy. It wins CMP, of course. Weather Ball does not quite take it out, so he is going to have to commit the shield here because he has so much energy on this Ninetales. Throwing right away, just in case they had a second charge move. And coming back in with the Muck, able to get to the overheat there. Does this KO? Oh my goodness, it does. Overheat is nasty as a closing move. Holy crap. And another Hypno lead. Man, not a lot of variety in this meta, unfortunately. Lickitung able to get to a Body Slam, deciding to let this go. Body Slam does hurt. Kanto Ninetales isn't the tankiest, but able to go for the overheat. This is going to be doing absurd damage if it lands. Oh, gets the shield. That is unfortunate. But now able to bail into the OMASTAR, and OMASTAR does okay here because they can't really throw the Body Slam. They have to go for the Power Whip. Although they do bait with the Body Slam, they're honestly solid bait, but Chillis is baiting as well. Going for the Rock Blast, unfortunately does not get the shield, and now going for another Rock Blast before they do get to the actual Power Whip. Rock Blast does get it low, and able to get to another one. I thought that they were going to get to the Power Whip. They were not quite able to do so, but they are going to shield and try and force the last shield from him. He is going to shield this up. Again, they're baiting with the Body Slam and able to catch onto the Kanto Ninetales. So a very nice play there. And the opponent has, an Alolan Dugtrio. But it's right on time. Oh my goodness. Absolutely deleting with the Mud Slaps. And then it's all on OMASTAR. OMASTAR farms down. Can OMASTAR clutch this? It's a Hypno in the back. Able to go for a Hydro Pump here. Hydro Pump is going to be doing big damage. Able to take it out. And able to farm down the Lickitung. Shadow OMASTAR going crazy. So Hydro Pump not enough to take out a regular Hypno, but enough to take out the Shadow. Oh, what a game. I was worried there. Y'all might have heard that in my voice. I thought that was a loss. Oh my goodness. And able to catch the Icy Wind onto the OMASTAR. Oh, unfortunately it's a Water Pulse there. I completely miscounted. Shout out to HomeSlice, not knowing how to count. Rock Blast, that's all you're going to get to. That's double super effective. But on the bright side, he can come back in with the Kanto Ninetales. Kanto Ninetales does have to respect the Sludge Bomb here. Sludge Bomb would hurt, although they just go for a Frenzy Plant. So he's going to farm all the way up right around 100 energy and going to be going straight for the Weather Ball. Weather Ball takes it out. The Dugong comes back in. Oh, and it's time. Big overheat. Oh, it's shielded. That's really unfortunate. Rhydon comes in. Unfortunately, this is a terrible matchup for Rhydon. You really don't want to be a Rhydon in this particular matchup. All right. The Dugong comes back. They're going to be able to debuff. This is looking rough. They're able to debuff what's in back. An Alolan Marowak. Unfortunately, Alolan Marowak is something that Kanto Ninetales not quite able to beat, unfortunately. Alright, picking up more of a neutral lead here in Lickitung. They safe swap into a Shadow Nidoking. So a very cool pick. Going to be shielding this up and committing probably to the Mud Slap down, as Mud Slap absolutely tears through that Nidoking. They come back in with the Lickitung. Oh, going for the Legacy Megahorn. Will he expect it? Oh, he does not. And that does big damage because Lickitung is bulky. So that does some huge damage. I'm happy we got to see a Megahorn land. I was waiting for it. Power Whip takes him out. Able to come back in with the Ninetales. Farming up extra energy but not wanting to take a Body Slam. So throwing the Weather Ball to secure the KO. What do they have in the back? Oh, it's a double Shadow Nido family. That is a very cool team. Unfortunately, OMASTAR does pretty well here. You do have to respect the Earth Power. That would hurt a lot. Choosing not to, it takes him out. But I think just relying on Kanto Ninetales to close out this match. So I definitely understand that. Weather Ball comes through, does get the shield. Going for another Weather Ball here. This is going to be close. Is it enough to take it out? It is, and able to get the win. So unfortunately, basically just had to sacrifice the Shadow OMASTAR there, but still able to get the win. Ooh, a Kanto Muck. A very cool pick. Safe swapping out. Oh, and they simultaneously swap. This is a really nice matchup for the OMASTAR. All you have to do is just watch for the charge moves. But in terms of fast moves, Fire Spin does absolutely nothing. Able to sneak a Mud Shot through, which is fantastic. Letting the Bone Club through. Nice recognition of recognizing that he can survive at least one Bone Club. Nicely done. And he should be able to build up to 2 Rock Blasts here. Ooh, very nice. And he's going to be able to put a ton of pressure onto this Alolan Marowak. And they decide just to let it go. The Muck comes back and now going for the Rock Blast, so opting for spammier damage. Although that Rock Blast did a lot. Like, Rock Blast isn't a great move, but on Shadow OMASTAR, that hits hard. And now he's going to be able to align it with the Rhydon. Oh my, it's Rhydon time. Oh, actually opting not to go into the Rhydon. Interesting call, recognizing that he wins CMP with the Ninetales. So opting to actually go in and take it out so he didn't have to take a charge move. Not a play that I initially thought of, but a very nice play. But into the next match here, and leading into a Lickitung that safe swaps into a Kanto Muck. So another Kanto Muck. I really like seeing the variety that people are running. Can safely tank the Dark Pulse here, trying to commit to the farm down. I believe this is just a Thunder Punch. You should be okay. Yep, just a Thunder Punch. Totally fine. Able to farm down and leaving with a Megahorn loaded. Lickitung comes back in, opting to not Megahorn, instead going for the Double Surf. Oh, they didn't shield. Can he get... Oh, he gets to the Megahorn anyway. Oh, that's big. Come on, don't shield it. Don't shield it. Yes! Huge damage. Get Legacy Megahorn. Coming in with the Kanto Ninetales. Basically just to soak damage. Body Slam, yeah, that's fine. Can totally tank it. Over farming here and swapping into the OMASTAR, and they have a Beedrill in the back, and this is a horrible matchup for the Beedrill, as Beedrill just gets outpaced. They really have to bait, but even with baiting, Mudshot is just crazy. He's going to be able to spam out these Rock Blasts, and a Shadow Rock Blast from OMASTAR does not feel good if you're a Beedrill by any means. The opponent's doing the right thing by baiting, but even with baiting, they still get outpaced. That's how crazy Mudshot is. Oh my goodness. Mudshot, absolutely insane. And they get the Mudshot through. That's going to be able to take out the Beedrill. They're not going to be able to get to another move. And aggressively swapping into the Ninetales, and the Lickitung concedes the match. So all in all, a very, very cool team with the Shadow Shiny OMASTAR, the Rhydon, and whoa, hold up. Bonus battle? Timeout. Timeout. We have some bonus battles here. Whoa, pause everything. Y'all want to see some Shadow Hitmonchan? We'll have to keep it a secret though. No one else can know. Just those of us who stayed until this late in the video. But yeah, we got some Shadow Hitmonchan Kanto Cup action for y'all as well. Oh, huge Thunder Punch there. Get absolutely wrecked, Poliwrath. Shielding it up and farming down. They come in with a Hypno and instantly safe swapping into the Kanto Ninetales. Unfortunately met by an Alolan Graveler, and this is really not a great matchup for the Kanto Ninetales, as these Weather Balls are doing absolutely nothing. But the bright side is the Ninetales is exceedingly spammy, so even though the Weather Balls don't do a whole heck of a lot, at least you can get to a lot of them. So that's a plus, right? That is a definite plus. Has to let it go, and definitely comes in with the Shadow Hitmonchan. You probably let this go. Yep, that does a lot though. Can farm down. Unfortunately, cannot quite farm down. Able to farm down with the Alolan Marowak though. That's very nice. And now going to be able to go for the Shadow Bone here. Shadow Bone does a nice amount of damage. The opponent does a very nice job of actually recognizing that it was a Shadow Bone and realizing that they could survive it. They bait. Oh no, they're at 2. Oh no, Shadow Ball able to take him out. So the opponent played that exceedingly well. So very nicely done by the opponent. Hopping to the next match here, picking up more of a neutral lead, Shadow Hitmonchan into an Electrode. They safe swap into a Charmer and met with the Ninetales. And Ninetales does a really nice job of walling Charm. Able to land it. Can they commit to the farm down? They're not able to, but they're deciding to let this go. Ooh, and it's the Meteor Mash. Very nice recognition. The Electrode comes back in, but they are going to have to eat a Weather Ball, and hopefully she can get to 2 here. Gonna try for it. Oh, just cannot get to the second Weather Ball. But the good news is Electrode is really not liking these shadow counters, so Hitmonchan is going to be able to shield up, and I believe able to fully farm down here and leave with a ton of loaded energy. Oh no, it's an Alolan Sandslash in the back, taking double super effective damage from these shadow counters. And look at that, just one counter does so much damage. Oh my goodness. And now aggressively swapping into the Alolan Marowak. And there's nothing the Sandslash can do at this point. He just throws an Ice Punch to be like, why are you doing this to me? And gets taken out. So as you can see, the team is structured in a standard ABB style, where the Shadow Hitmonchan is weak to Charm, and the 2 fire users in the back both do a good job of resisting Charm. Hopping to the next match here, and the opponent does a really nice catch of a Thunder Punch intended for a Blastoise onto an Alolan Marowak. And she is going to match onto her own Alolan Marowak here. And I believe they snuck an extra one through. This could be a Shadow Bone. They just go for the Bone Club. She goes for another move here, but unfortunately, since they did sneak an extra one through, they're actually at a Bone Club faster than she expected. She's going to be going for a Bone Club of her own here. Unfortunately, this does not KO. So she is going to have to throw yet another Bone Club if she does want to take it out and not go down 2 shields. So I definitely agree with that decision. Blastoise is going to come in, and Blastoise could probably commit to the farm down if they wanted, but they throw. This is probably a mistake by the Blastoise, as they definitely could have gotten some extra farm, and this now puts the Hitmonchan in a better position. Those shadow counters are doing so much damage. Oh my goodness. I might have to get a Shadow Hitmonchan. I currently don't have one, but oh my goodness, absolutely crazy. The Thunder Punch does get the shield and able to commit to the farm down. Wow. And now comes in with the Kanto Ninetales, and The Victory Bell just gets absolutely destroyed here. Leaf Blade, that's fine. We can take a Leaf Blade. We're chilling. Kanto Ninetales able to fully farm it down. You love to see it. All right, hopping to the next match here. Oh, it all depends on the fast move. Aggressively swapping out. And it is Powder Snow, but the fortunate thing is even with Powder Snow, both the fire types have a really nice matchup. And the opponent brings in a Haunter, which honestly isn't a fabulous response to a Kanto Ninetales, because the Ninetales is going to be able to do a ton of fire spin damage. They're able to call the Shadow Punch and get a second shield, or the Haunter dies. And they just let the Haunter go down. A really nice call there, recognizing they were probably baiting. They bring out an Alolan Muck, and able to get to a Weather Ball. This is really nice. And now they're going to be able to get the alignment that they want. They're going to be able to align the Shadow Hitmonchan with the Alolan Muck. And they're going to be able to align the Alolan Marowak with the Alolan Ninetales. So they're in a really good spot here. And at this point, you can probably safely let this go. Oh, and it's a Dark Pulse, so that's totally fine. Able to farm down, and now Alolan Marowak is here to absolutely shut it down, and the Alolan Ninetales just absolutely gets out of here. All right, hopping into the next match here, and picking up a really rough lead in Alolan Marowak, so definitely going to safe swap into the Kanto Ninetales. The Alolan Marowak is just going to be going straight for a Bone Club, probably just to get some chip damage before they do switch out, which they do, and it's into a Snorlax. This is normally a pretty even matchup, but with the health disparity, unfortunately, Snorlax is going to be able to take out the Ninetales before it reaches the third Weather Ball. So unfortunately, unless she decides to commit the shield, she is unfortunately going to lose the mid matchup, but she has an interesting choice here. She can either get a little bit of farm with the Hitmonchan, or do you come in Alolan Marowak, fire spin down because you need an energy lead to take out the opposing Alolan Marowak. So coming in here, Body Slam does nothing, and hope they come in with their own Marowak, which they do, and so she now has an energy advantage and the alignment that she wants. This is huge, and able to get a shield with the Bone Club, which is fantastic, and able to sneak a fire spin through. So things are suddenly looking up, but the one thing that's slightly worrying is, what does the opponent have in the back that doesn't want to see Alolan Marowak? Could it potentially be a Charmer? That would be a little rough. Definitely has to shield here. So it all comes down to what is in the back. She's going to try and bait it out, and it's a Wigglytuff. Going to be able to get off a Thunder Punch, which is going to be doing some solid chunk damage here, and the counters do hit for neutral, but unfortunately gets charmed down, and it all comes down to, can she fire spin down or get to 2 Shadow Bones? Able to fire spin down, leaves with the Shadow Bones, and she is going to be able to take out the Alolan Marowak and take the win. Oh my goodness, what a clutch by Alolan Marowak there at the end. And so to end off Season 7 of Pokemon Go Battle League, I did just want to give a big thank you to everyone who has been following the channel, watching the videos, tuning into the live streams. This is something that I really enjoy, and I hope to be able to do it for quite a bit longer, so thank you guys so much for the support. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. You guys are supporting me financially and allowing me to help invest more and more into the channel. So much appreciated as always. And thank you guys again very much. And until Season 8, I've been HomeSliceHenry.